Welcome to Tantra's Oracle. Thank you for joining me today. So today we're going to be doing a reading on Chasity Rodriguez and Darius Coon. They were the two people that were found in Miami unalived in a vehicle. So we're going to look into their situation today to see what's going on with that. So this is Chasity Rodriguez and Darius Coon. She was 35, and I think he was 31 years old. Okay. So here I have the Magician, and this just means somebody is a manipulator. Okay, they could lie, manipulate. They're doing all these trickery, lies, manipulation, and trickery. Okay, so we have that in the midst of this, and then we have a fading relationship here. So there was a relationship that wasn't going well. Now it was said that they were on a first date, or they just had met, or whatever the situation is. So I don't know if that has anything to do with them, if they just met, okay, their fading relationship. So it's probably another relationship outside connected to one of them. And then we have the bias. So the bias is how you feel about somebody, how you look at things, and that type of energy. So we have somebody that is a magician. So that means a manipulator. They have a fading relationship, and somebody is biased. I mean, they're looking at things a certain way. They feel a certain way about somebody or something. Okay. Okay, so now we have the molest on here with the magician. So this just means that somebody is doing some type of abuse to you in whatever ways that can be, okay? Whether sexual, emotional, physical, whatever. Okay, so we have that here with this magician. So here is somebody who is doing some type of abusive behavior. They're a manipulator and all of that, okay? Now, over here we have the data, and the data is just information. Okay, so somebody has some type of information or something along those lines, and it's connected to this. But it's also some things that are being kept in the dark or being hidden. Okay, this can also represent the nighttime. So here is things being done in the dark. Okay, and it's connected to this, and somebody having some information about it. Okay, now we have the dark with the biased. So, like I said, things could be kept in the dark. People don't want you to know about certain things, but it's based on how they view something. They're keeping some of their views hidden, or how they feel hidden, how they feel about you, how they feel about certain situations. They're keeping that hidden. And then here you have the manipulator, the trickster, or whatever, who has this connected to them. So in whatever type of way that is. And then somebody having some type of information. And this is why it's connected to a fading relationship. So this fading relationship is because somebody found some information out or about something. And it could be this as well, that somebody was trying to keep hidden. But also, you have somebody here that's manipulating the situation, is a being like doing some trickery here for this about this. Okay, so let's look further. Okay, so now we have this card, and this means that there's some things that are being concealed or hidden about what somebody is doing. So they could be doing some type of cyber thing. They could be doing something that has to do with the internet or cyber thing. But is they're either stealing something, they're looking up information or digging into some things that they don't have business digging into. Could be financial things like hacking into something financially or hacking into somebody's personal information or doing some type of illegal things based with the internet. So we have that, but it's like hidden and doing it behind closed doors with that. And then we have this and here. So we have somebody doing some lies, manipulation, and trickery. They're online doing some type of whatever investigation or digging into stuff that they don't have any business in. It could be stealing something, or it could just be in somebody's information. And then here is this card, which, like I said, it could be physical, emotional, sexual, whatever the situation is here. And now we have the way somebody is feeling about somebody. And they're, like I said, they could be keeping this hidden or they do things behind closed doors. And then the submissive is somebody is going along with something or they know about something and they're not doing anything to stop it. Okay, so they know something is going to happen, but they're not doing something to stop it, or they are participating in whatever it is. So somebody could be participating in whatever this is that somebody was looking into somebody. Like they could be online. This could just mean that you're online for devious reasons, or connecting with people for devious reasons, or whatever the situation is. And then here is something about somebody's face here, okay? Distinct facial features here. So here we have a faded relationship. Somebody has some type of information, and they've probably got the information from digging in and looking into somebody's personal effects, okay? But it's something significant about this person's face. Or maybe they felt like this person would recognize their face, okay? But this is somebody that has connection with them because y'all have a faded relationship. When I say them, that could be either him or her because I don't know who it is. Okay, so now we have domestic. So this is about your home situation. So something about somebody, this is somebody that's connected to your home life, okay? So if you have a trickster or a liar, you could be lying about your home life, or you could have somebody like this that you are connected to that was in your home. Okay, so then you have the gangs, and the gangs are just a group of people that come together for a common cause. So here you have that with domestic. So it could be somebody that's from your connected to your home life, but they have other people coming together to assist them, or somebody coming together to assist them. They could be affiliated with a group of people. I'm not sure. Okay, which way that goes yet. So here we have the bias, okay? So whoever these people are, they have a bias about something, but you can see that they're keeping some things secret and they're going along with whatever somebody else has planned. So you have this group of people, and it doesn't have to be like 50 people. It could just be 3 people. But you have a group of people here who feel some type of way, or they came together because of a bias, okay? They're keeping some things hidden behind closed doors or behind in secrecy of the dark, but they're going along with something, okay, that is going on here. Domestic. So domestic means something that's going on in your home. So somebody could have been lying and manipulating here, or it could be that this is somebody connected to one of their home life that has looked on and looked into some of their information or whatever the situation is. But this person, whoever they're connected with that was in their home life, is abusive in some type of way. Could be a narcissistic, abusive person. It could be just somebody who is trying to deceive you in some type of way, and they're doing this to you, but they're also looking into your information, but it's something connected to somebody's home life. And then we have this mom. So this is just a female who just happens to be a mother. Something going on with her domestic situation. And this here is the gang affiliation here. And when I say gang, it's not Bloods, Crips, blah, blah, blah. It could just be a group of people who's together. Because you could say, let's see, a group. It could be like, just say like this, a crochet group, but that's a gang of people. So just a group of people who is together for a common cause, okay? So we just say that. So here we have this female here. She has a fading relationship here, okay, with somebody. And here you have somebody having some information or data connected to this mom. And there's also something or somebody with a distinct facial features, okay? Or it could be something about her face. How this person looks. Okay, so now we have this, and this is prescription drugs, okay? So we have that with the court and then the fight. So somebody could be connected to the court system in some type of way, because this is you being connected to the court system. It could also mean somebody is feeling justified in the things that they do. Somebody wants justice or somebody is seeking justice. Somebody connected to the court system. But say somebody has some information about something connected to the court system. And then here, somebody could be abusing this. They could be on, like, you getting the prescription, they're giving it to you because you need it, but you could be abusing it. And then here's the fight. This is people battling certain things internally. So there's like, it's something that's going on within themselves, or this is an actual physical fight. So somebody could be fighting something emotionally or mentally, but they're keeping it hidden. So, or there is something actual physical fight, but it's like behind closed doors. You don't know about it. So but then it's connected to here. Like I said, somebody could be abusing their prescription drugs. And then there's also some information. So somebody could have found out that somebody could have had could have opened up a case on them in the court system, or had some type of restraining order, or had some type of court proceeding that was going on because they got some information about the court, or somebody got some information and they sought justice because of what they found out. Okay, because this person is already look like they're being abusive here, because I got something going on with the domestic, and then here is the abuse here. So somebody could be being abusive, and so they they're tracking you or whatever the situation is. Here. Okay, so now we have a parent. Okay, so here's the parent, but here is somebody, like I said, could be in this parent's business by going into their socials or going into their hacking into their information, something that is on that they can do through internet or computer based. So somebody's looking into this parent's information. And then here is the traveling here. So somebody is going from another state, because that's what this means. Somebody is traveling from one state to another. And here is the submissive. So somebody is going along with something. So that means, like I said, if you're traveling submissively, that means you're going along with something somebody said. So if somebody asks you to do something, you go along with it. So somebody must have asked somebody to travel somewhere and they're going along with it. Okay. And then here is the nonverbal. So that means somebody is not actually it's no words being spoken. So it's either they're being quiet about some things or there's no communication. They're not talking. And then here you have the face. So something about this person's face, like it could be their facial expression, but not necessarily what they said. It could be just their facial expression. Okay. So here is somebody, whoever this parent is, because I think both of them are parents. Okay. Here you have a parent traveling somewhere. It look like somebody asked them to, or because you have somebody being submissive with the traveler. So somebody could have asked them to meet them somewhere and they went. Okay. But somebody was looking into their information. So somebody could have, like I said, just been hacking into their stuff to find out what they're doing. And they found out they were going somewhere. But then here is this parent isn't telling anybody what's going on. Okay, they're not talking about their travel. So they're not telling you why they travel, they're not telling you that they travel, they're not telling you the reason, whatever. It's something that they're being quiet about their travels. And then here we have the nonverbal with the court and the mom. So the female was not saying anything. So that would be Chastity. She's not saying anything. Okay. And it could be because of her domestic situation. And then here you have the female with the court. So somebody, like I said, information on this female. Okay. Somebody has information, but this female has a fatal relationship with someone. Okay. And somebody has some information, like I said, somebody could have got some information and wanted to seek justice on her, or there's they got some information about there's some court proceedings or court filings or whatever the situation is. Okay. Okay, so here, this is somebody that you have a foundation established with. Okay, so you have history with this person. Y'all have built something, but this is some type of domestic situation with somebody lying and tricking and manipulating somebody. Okay, so and that just be that the type of person that person is, a liar and a manipulator. Okay, but it's somebody that is in a domestic situation that you were in a domestic situation with, that you have some type of foundation built up, some type of history. This parent here has history with this person, but also there could be a history of drug abuse as well. And like I said, people can be prescribed medication but be addicted to it. They need it. Okay, and it could be because of this they needed some. Here they needed this prescription, but they could also be abusing it. But anyway, here you have this foundation here established within this living situation here with this parent. Also, there's some things that this female kept quiet because she didn't want people to know. So this is the truth being hidden. So she may not have told this guy, Darius, that she has a fading relationship with somebody. She didn't tell him. See, the truth being hidden, the truth is being hidden, and somebody is being nonverbal. So they're not telling you. They could have some type of restraining order or court thing or whatever it is, or somebody is after them for justice or whatever the situation is. They're not telling that. They're keeping the truth hidden. Okay. But here you have this devil. So the devil just means somebody doing some evil things, or they're capable of evil things. And then you have that with the games. And then you have that with bias. So how this person looks at things, how this person views things, their viewpoint, their standpoint is devilish. They're connected to a group of people, okay, whoever that group of people is. But it's some devilish things going on here. But this is somebody that, because see, there's a foundation established. That means you have history with this person. You try to keep some things hidden here. This is the truth being hidden. The truth being hidden here, okay? About this devil, or the connection that you have to this devil. All right, and then here with the devil, we have the fight and things being kept hidden or done behind closed doors. And here you have somebody that's traveling, okay? But they're traveling because somebody maybe have asked them to travel, okay? Okay, so now we have somebody not telling the truth. Okay, somebody's not being honest or completely honest about certain things. Okay, and then here is somebody that's connected to them or you. Okay, so there's some type of connection. So somebody is not being honest about a connection that they have with somebody, and things went left. Okay, so I'm not telling you the full scope of somebody. This parent is not being completely honest about somebody that they have some type of connection or history or foundation with. They're not being completely honest. Okay, and then here we have somebody that they're connected to. Okay. They're hiding the truth about this. This female was hiding the truth about somebody that she had a failed relationship. So whoever she was dealing with, she didn't completely be honest with this other guy, Darius, about what was actually going on in her home life. Okay. Because this is letting me know it's about your home life. So you're not being completely honest with somebody about what's actually going on in your home life. You got stuff going on that you're not telling somebody. Okay. Because I see you being quiet about certain things. That means you're not telling him. About somebody that you're connected to, you're hiding the truth about it. So you're not telling somebody what's actually going on. And see the deviation with the travel, because you got hooked up with this devil. And so something went left in your travels connected to this devil, this person that's doing evil things. So that whoever this person that did something to them, something went left in the travels here. And it's connected with this parent because she didn't tell him what was going on in her personal, her home life, her personal life. Because see, there's some, either like this, like I said, somebody could have got word about something that was going on. Either you, it's just, I don't know, just say you filing child support, or you filing restraining orders, or you filing this divorce papers. I don't know what was going on. Okay, somebody got wind of it, but so they could be, if they get, it's not that, is that they got information. Somebody that's connected to you got information about you or on you or whatever the situation is, and now they're seeking justice as well. And it could be both things. Okay. But they said it was not a murder unaliving, whatever you self unaliving or whatever. However you got to say it for you too. They said it wasn't that. So we know that they didn't do this to each other. This emperor is someone that's in authority, but it could also represent a father, so a man. Okay. So here you have that. And then you have some things that's going on within the home. Like I said, there's somebody that's connected to your home life right here. So there's something happening in this home. Somebody is not telling what's going on in their home life or what's happening in their home. And here, like I said, it's nonverbal, but it could be facial. It's something going on. So it could be somebody got hit in the face, whatever it is, but something is going on in this home life of somebody's, okay? And they're keeping it hidden and not telling. And then here you have, this means somebody is having a difficult time. Or they're having some type of difficulties, whether that's you're having financial difficulties, you're having emotional difficulties, whatever. It's something that you're having difficulties with. You're having difficulties handling certain situations, whatever it is, you're having a hard time. So here is whoever this person is, okay, they're having a hard time in the home. But here, somebody is also having some difficulties here. They're having the difficulties in the home, and so they agreed to, like, oh, I'm tired of being here. There's so much going on at the house. I just want to get away, so I'm going to go on this trip. Okay. But here, see, something happened on the trip here, and it's all somebody wasn't being completely honest about what they had going on in their personal. Probably, oh, I got this man stalking me, or I got this person stalking me, or they abusive, or whatever, okay? And that other person doesn't even know, and now they are caught up in it, okay? Let me pull through these. Okay, so here we have somebody lying and being deceptive here. And that's this right here. Somebody is not telling the truth. They're hiding stuff. Okay. And then here is just this card just means I need to look further into the lies and deception. I need to look further into somebody not getting something that they wanted. Okay. So now we have the community. That's this card right here. This gains a group of people. So this is your circle of friends, people, a community like a teaching community, the crocheting community, like I said. But this is your circle of friends, the people that you'll be around your community. Okay. So need to look more into the community or whatever this is of this person that they had love for. So somebody had a relationship because this is the lies and deception. This is somebody that you have love for. And then this is the corruption because you're not getting what you want. Okay. So something is some devious things are going on because you're not getting what you want. And this corruption is connected to the community, the people that you are surrounded by, your circle of friends, whatever the situation is. But it's also somebody that you have some type of love for, whether you had it previously or what they have it for you or whatever the situation is. But it's some lies connected and deception connected to somebody that they had love for. So let's see. Here's the secrets with the corruption. Okay. So people are keeping things secret. Like I said, they're keeping things hidden in the dark over here. It's already over there. Okay, they're keeping things secret. They're keeping things in the dark. They don't want you to know. And also, this is somebody that is secretly admired. So there's something you are admiring or you are looking at this person, and that secret admiration could be a negative or a positive because you can admire something about somebody or a situation or something, and it inspires you, or you could admire something, in a secret. So that means you're secretly admiring something. So it's like you coveting somebody's things. So you want what they have, and you don't want them to have it. Okay. Then we have someone from a different culture or background, different race, different ethnic group, or however you want to say it, different sex, different upbringing, different background. Okay. So here you have that with the person that has love for them. So this is somebody that they had love for this person, but it's some lies and manipulation with this. Okay. This is the sexual activity, sexual partner. This is the devil right here. And this is somebody trying to get away from a person or a situation. So, like I said, somebody was trying to get away from somebody that was not, they was in an abusive situation or in a situation, it doesn't have to necessarily be physical, but it could be emotional. But you're trying to get away from a person or a situation here. But there's some secrets behind it too, because there's some corrupt things going on here. Somebody isn't getting what they want. And you're dealing with this devil here because you got the lies, deception, somebody that you have love for, different culture, background, whatever, and the devil. And then here is the sexual partner's secret admiration. So this could be somebody that's obsessed with you in some type of way. Your circle of friends or your community but this card, like I said, we need to look further into the sexual partners, who they are surrounded by, who they are connected with, who they affiliate themselves with. And that's one. So here's the plot. Somebody's trying to set you up. Somebody is plotting on you, on their sexual partner. Okay. And then this is the child. Plot connected to a child. Okay. And then here is the this card means that it's like you imprisoned or you stuck or you can't, somebody is not allowing you to do the things that you want to do, go to places that you, so that this is the restrictions. That means that you are restricted. That means you are bound. You are locked up, like imprisoned or something like that, or somebody is restricting your movements, like they're holding you down or something like that. But this is the restrictions, something that you can't do. So somebody is here, is a plot here. And it's connected to somebody is trying to restrict somebody, and it's connected to a child. But we already see this is the father here. The parent is the father. So this looks like it's coming from her. She had some stuff going on in her personal life that that Darius was not aware of. And she had a stalkerish, abusive, like type ex or whatever. Could be the father of the child. Just doing these things so they can get the child. Because like I said, it's something connected, they affiliated with the court and some information that they got, but it's like you got stuff going on. Oh, I ain't gonna let that stop me from living my life and do whatever. I'm gonna go and do what I want to do. I'm going down here and meet this guy, whatever. And then this person follows you down there because they didn't already investigate it. See, they hacked into your stuff, seeing whatever that you was doing, that you're going to be wherever you're going to be traveling out of town. Okay, so let's see something. What's the deviation about? This is deviation. This is the consequences of your actions, and somebody is in their feelings, basically. Somebody is depressed. They're not in no high spirits. So the deviation happened because somebody was going to give you the consequences of your actions because they didn't like what you did. They don't like what you're doing. They don't like what you did or whatever the situation is. And here is the depression that's coming from that. So this person is in their emotions about whatever they felt like you did, whether you left them, whether you went out of town, whether you put them in the court system or whatever the situation is. And then this is money, material things, somebody with money or material things. Okay, so that's the reading on Chasity Rodriguez and Darius Coon. Like I said, it seemed like to be something stemming from her personal life that's happening here. So you can leave your comments in the comment section, and thank you for watching.